I was this close to ending up under a car. Still shaken after narrowly escaping death, I grabbed my phone and immediately sent a message to T, my best friend since high school. Seeing how serious the situation sounded, she replied at once, "What happened? Don't scare me, I swear. If the Bodhisattva hadn't saved me, I wouldn't be sitting here telling you this right now." "What? Tell me." This afternoon, the parking attendant was helping me drive my car out of the parking lot. When we reached the road and he was about to hand the car over to me, he accidentally shifted into the wrong gear. Instead of putting it in P, park, he mistakenly shifted it into R, reverse. The car door was open, and I was halfway in the car and halfway standing outside. The car suddenly reversed at high speed, and I had no time to react. I fell to the ground and ended up lying underneath the car, only about 1 centimeter away from the wheel. Fortunately, the wheel didn't run over me. The car door swung past my body. Luckily, I'm small enough that it missed me completely, and I wasn't injured by it. The car kept reversing until it hit a tree and finally stopped. I stood up completely fine, with only a few minor scratches. I even got back into the car and continued with my work as usual. What's amazing is that just before the accident happened, I had been quietly reciting the Great Compassion Mantra in my mind. I had already completed 20 recitations and only needed one more to reach 21. Wow, that's incredible. You were definitely blessed with a miracle. There's even more. When I connect all the events together, it really feels true, and the responses came almost immediately. Last week, both of my sons came down with fevers. I recited the Great Compassion Mantra 7 times over a glass of water and had them drink it. My older son drank it right away, and by evening his fever was gone and he could eat normally again. My younger son seemed to have heavier karma. He resisted drinking it and fasted for a long time, but once he finally drank it, his fever disappeared the next day and he recovered. Really, maybe it was just a coincidence. That's what I thought too. But I tried it 3 more times and got the same results. One day, while I was teaching a class, I suddenly felt ill. My head was pounding, and my forehead was burning with fever. The classroom was crowded, so I couldn't leave. Out of desperation, I focused on the cup of water in my hand, recited the Great Compassion Mantra just once, and drank it all. About 5 minutes later, sweat started pouring out, my forehead cooled down, and the headache disappeared. Honestly, I thought I had accidentally taken a dissolvable paracetamol tablet, but it was just plain water. Ha ha ha. How can something work that quickly? That's hard to believe. I couldn't believe it either. My rosemary plant had completely withered. The leaves were yellow and dry. One day I recited the Great Compassion Mantra over some water before drinking it. There was a little left over, so I poured it onto the plant. The next day the leaves were green and vibrant again. It was unbelievable. I felt as if I had somehow gained Sun Wukong's magical powers. Last month I ran a 21-kilometer marathon as part of my expert certification course. After 15 kilometers, I injured my knee. The pain was unbearable. I sat on the roadside crying and repeatedly whispered, "Avalokiteshvara Bodhisattva, please help me. I'm in so much pain. Please save me." About 10 minutes later, a woman from my team suddenly ran past me. What's strange is that before that, there had been nobody around because I was running last in the class. Somehow she appeared beside me and carried me for quite a long distance so I could reach the finish line. I'm convinced that Avalokiteshvara Bodhisattva sent her to help me. I'm so grateful. I'm lazy and imperfect in my practice, yet the Bodhisattva still shows me such compassion. I feel almost guilty. You recite the Great Compassion Mantra every day. That's already more diligent than I am. If you've experienced such blessings already, imagine what might happen if you practiced even more earnestly. Hearing your stories makes me want to follow your example. After chatting with her for a while, I felt much better. If I tell my husband these stories, he usually says things like, "It's just coincidence," or, "You're overthinking it," and so on. But how can there be so many coincidences? Before I started reciting sutras and mantras, I never experienced anything like this. Ever since I decided to regularly recite the Great Compassion Mantra, I have witnessed countless blessings and miraculous experiences. Besides the experiences I just shared, the way I came into contact with Buddhism was also quite extraordinary. I am MC with the Dharma name HT, currently living in TH district of HN city. I am still very new to Buddhism. My blessings are thin, my karma is heavy, and my cultivation is far from diligent. I have never seen bodhisattvas in dreams or visions, yet I am completely certain that they are always beside me, protecting and guiding me. Why? Because so many unexpected events have happened in my life, and I have overcome them in ways that felt both extraordinary and miraculous. I truly feel a special affinity with Avalokiteshvara Bodhisattva and with the Great Compassion Mantra. My connection with Buddhism began through a difficult childbirth experience. Just as I was about to give birth, my baby's heartbeat suddenly stopped. The doctors turned pale and told me that they had to perform an emergency operation immediately. If the baby survived, then he survived. Otherwise, there would be nothing they could do. At that moment, I had almost no hope left. But as long as there was a chance, I would not give up. I continuously recited, Namo Amitabha Buddha, and Namo Avalokiteshvara Bodhisattva. The surgical team moved incredibly fast. There wasn't even time for proper sterilization. Finally, after only 2 minutes of surgery, they brought the baby out. He was pink, healthy, and crying loudly. To me, it was truly a miracle. The entire medical team jumped with joy. The operation even appeared in online news reports because the doctors considered it an unprecedented miracle. Yet no one knew what was happening inside my heart during those moments or what I had been doing. It was also this child who deepened my connection with Buddhism. A few months after giving birth, I formally took refuge in the Three Jewels and began practicing Buddhism. I am someone whose practice is still weak and imperfect, yet I have received so many benefits from the Dharma. Therefore, I encourage everyone to place complete trust in the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. Practice diligently, and you will surely experience positive transformations in life and avoid many unexpected misfortunes. Namo Amitabha Buddha. Namo Great Compassionate Avalokiteshvara Bodhisattva. Namo Dharma Protectors and all Bodhisattvas.